Hey guys, it's Jake here. Welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd do something different today. We're going to do a night video, so we're shooting this video at night with a Hagibis LED light and an iPhone 11. And this video is about an outdoor sound system. We have a backyard, and normally we would use a Bluetooth speaker to listen to songs in the pool or hot tub, and it works pretty good, but it's very localized, and you got to remember to keep the Bluetooth charged, and the quality is not that good, and I wanted something even better. So when you visit the local wineries around here or restaurants, they have these garden speakers. Looks like this. They're either 2.5-inch or 3-inch garden speakers. They have a stake. They look a lot like a light. So if you look at our landscape lights over here, but they're actually sound. And what's important about these is the concept is to get them very close to the listener. So you can see here, our garden speaker is about maybe 8 feet away from the hot tub. And the whole purpose of that is to keep the sound levels low so that you don't bug your neighbors. And that was one of the biggest requirements. So the requirements on the sound system I built is I wanted it to have very localized sound. I wanted to not blast the speaker in order to hear it in different areas of the backyard. I wanted speakers all over the place so that as you walked through the backyard, you didn't have hot spots, but it was even sound. I also wanted it to blend in aesthetically. I know this one doesn't blend in perfectly, but it's a lot better than a big speaker. I wanted it to have a lot of control. I wanted to be able to turn on different speakers at different times. I also wanted it to all be installed outside in this weather box. I didn't want to have to penetrate the house with more holes and wires. And I also wanted to be control the volume and everything on my iPhone. So I'm going to walk you through what we came up with here. Oh, and the last requirement was the price. This system's going to set you back about $400 to $500, and that's significantly less than a similar sound package that you would buy professionally. So for our system, I chose 4 garden speakers. So we have 4 of these in the backyard, 1 for the fire pit area, 1 for the hot tub, 1 for the pool, and then 1 for our grass and eating area. And each one could be controlled on and off separately. And all 4 of those garden speakers are powered by what's called a D amplifier, which is this Fosse audio. Inside this amplifier is a Bluetooth receiver from your phone, and it's Bluetooth 5.0, so it's long range. I can get over 100 feet and through at least a few walls before the signal cuts out. This amplifier also powers a subwoofer, so you have a subwoofer volume, subwoofer frequency, treble, bass, and then a master volume that I leave at max because the phone controls the volume. And these amplifiers are revolutionary in that they're tiny. These are mini amplifiers that do a lot, and in the past would be the size of a VCR or DVD player. So that's awesome, and it's all powered by this power supply, 24 volts, 4.5 amps, so around 108 watts. They say that this amplifier will do 50 watts times 2, which means 50 watts for the left channel and right channel, and then 100 watts for the subwoofer. What I found is this amplifier only creates 108 watts, so that's not really possible. So I bought additional power supplies. I bought a 250 watt and a few others. I tested them. It made no difference, so don't waste your time on getting a fancier power supply to think you're going to get more oomph out of the amp. It didn't make a difference. But with that said, I'm very happy with how much power comes out of the amp. It's more than enough for a backyard. We also have a subwoofer here. This is rated at a max 150 watts. It's outdoor rated. It's hard plastic, and if you look at the subwoofer below, it's made out of a silicone, so it can handle water. So this is an important piece, and the important connection is that this amplifier will also power that subwoofer, so I don't have to have two different amplifiers. Inside this box, I ran 120 volt to our outside outlet with an extension cord. And then inside here is a normal outlet. And then I have a Wi-Fi switch so I can turn on the amplifier on and off. I like to have that so I can power down the entire system and make sure that my phone doesn't accidentally connect to Bluetooth. And then this power supply here is 5 volts, and that goes to our Wi-Fi switch. Basically what this thing does is it's 1, 2, 3, 4 relays that turn on and off, on and off. And so all the speaker wires go through a relay, and I can control speaker 1, 2, 3, or 4. So if I just want to listen to music at the spa, I would turn on number 3. If I just want to listen to music at the fire pit, I would turn on number 4. Or if I want the whole landscape, then all 4 can get turned on. And that's all done through a very simple app. And this Wi-Fi switch is $20, and it works fantastic. This is all installed on a wood pillar that I got at Home Depot for $20. I dug a hole and I dropped in about $6 of cement, and that holds it in place really, really well. And then I use some PVC conduit to protect the speaker cables as they go into the ground. And this entire weather box is $35 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. And it's waterproof, and I spray painted it black so it blends in with the environment a little bit better here. I still wanted this box to be accessible so I could walk over during the day and adjust bass and treble and subwoofer levels. Okay, so that is how it's all controlled. Oh, I should show you, there's an antenna in the back there. And if you're having issues with range, get that antenna right out here in the front, somewhere near the face panel of this plastic, and you'll get better range. But my range has been excellent, even all the way back there. And then all you need to do is run your speaker cable. You should get direct burial cable. It has an additional protective layer on it so that if a shovel hits it, it doesn't actually break. But I went a little cheap here with 14 gauge normal stereo cable. I got 100 feet for $15 or something. And so I'm going to bury that through the landscape. And since I'm the only one that works on the yard, I'm not too worried about hitting it because I'll know exactly where it's located. And you'll see here's another speaker that's pointed directly at the pool so anyone swimming can hear the music. You'll see these poles. They're not necessary. It's just a piece of EMT conduit that I painted black, and then I pounded into the ground. But I wanted to raise the speaker off the ground a foot or two to get a perfect projection level to the pool. I didn't want the sound to bounce off the concrete up against the house and back to my neighbor. I want the sound to target the swimmer just like maybe a spotlight would, so the sound goes directly to the pool and doesn't reflect as much, and that'll allow you to hear the sound better, but also to not have reflections back to your neighbors so you don't bother them with the sound. It also allows you to, with ease, change the angle of your speaker for the day if you want to have 2 speakers towards your hot tub. Okay. These garden speakers are great. I tried some on Amazon. They were $60 for 2, and they were really, really bad. And then I came across these from monoprice.com, and they're really beefy. They feel strong. The mount system's good. The wire goes right through the entire thing, so it's protected when you mount it in the dirt. Overall, I feel like they're gonna last a long time. Before this, I tried the Bose 101 sound monitor indoor-outdoor speakers because I had some for free, and you can get them used, and they were a very popular outdoor speaker back in the 90s and 2000, and they sound about 20 to 30% better than these, but they're a lot bigger. I'll put a picture in the video here. So that's another option, but these are good. They have a 60-degree angle projection, and they're designed to be out in the sun and the water all day long. The Bose are better to have under an eave on a roof, so I opted for these instead of the Bose. And this localized sound is going to be a lot better than mounting two big speakers on the back of your house. Probably can't see here, but when we first moved in, there was a speaker here and a speaker here, and all that did was point sound towards the neighbor. It didn't even point it towards where you would listen. And so if you just blast big outdoor speakers out there, you're not going to get the sound where you want it, and it's only going to bug people, and the quality is not going to be as good. So the whole point here is to get the speaker closer to the listener. So later in the video, I'll show you the iPhone app that controls the 4 channels, so I can turn on the different speakers. And let me show you one more speaker without the pole, and you can see what it looks like mounted on a stake here. So during the day, these blend in, especially since they're black with black bark, and you almost can't tell that they're there. But I'm really impressed with the quality. It was really going for higher end quality with these, and monoprice.com does a great job. I priced out 2 systems very similar to this. There's one by Sonus, which is about 6 speakers for $2,500, and that comes with an amplifier, a subwoofer, and the speakers. And the subwoofer has to be buried, so it's kind of a pain. It does not have Bluetooth connectivity. The amplifier has to be installed inside your house, which is a big pain, and so that doesn't work. There's also a few others that were around $5,000 to $6,000 once you start adding on more speakers. So you can see, you can build this entire system just like the Sonus or just like the monoprice.com package deal, and you can do this whole thing for $400 to $500, and you can have Wi-Fi control of every speaker turning on and off, and I'm just super impressed. Highly suggest it. I'll put links in the description below. Feel free to comment, ask me questions. I'll help you out as much as I can. And if you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and a subscribe. We'll talk to you next time.